Hi, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Why is this always flashing? We didn't look at the shirt? We didn't look at them in here. Okay. We have an unsavory odor on our stained white satin shirt, and that's why suggestion got down. Okay, good to know. Let's talk to the barkeeper. Guard the cafeteria manager. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was a disdain in his eyes, even now he's purposefully ignoring you. Look at the stuffed bird. A competent work of taxidermy, the white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the sheet that were used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is a great skewer. Seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Insula, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter. Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did the Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. The man isn't lying, but he is hiding something. She just what?
So now you're a cop? Forget it.
Wait, did you just say I was a cop?
What kind of question is that?
That makes sense. Ever since I got up, I've felt something in me. I look at my hands and feel it flowing through my veins. Now I know it's the law.
Are you serious right now?
Of course, if by the law you mean blood alcohol
I
level.
really don't know what to say to that.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this? You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those
You're
things.
right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Okay, we're done with the bartender and his bird. I assume we are supposed to speak to the guy in the bomber jacket over here? So let's talk to the lady.
Hello, sweetie.
This is Lena, the zoologist wife?
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. I assume we have to talk to him to talk to the people here. I don't want to shake stuff out here. The door is bolted. The sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 13 o'clock. So after 13 o'clock we can go here and visit the kitchen. So we have to speak to him. Maybe I want to use my health charge. Let's do it. It's Kim Kitsuragi. A bespectacled man. I've never heard that word to describe someone with glasses, but sure, it makes sense. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down, the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative, conceptualize. High chance. This is a white check or a red check? A red check, it cannot be retried. And we failed. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Bit too ostentatious, yes. It's very cool, but would I come off like a douche if I call myself that? No, I think it's great. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well.
He doesn't even process what you said, just moves on. Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
I want to try safe scumming. I want to try what comes out if I manage to get through that check.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with a stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go. It's not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is he's been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied. You mean him? Not towards the cafeteria manager? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't yet, I was waiting for you.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? No.
So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you take the wariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told... No. How can you be so sure I'm from the police? I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. He points to your jacket. It's a rectangle. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it, or just picked up a jacket from the ground. But for now I'm going to set these possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Red Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things. Ah, you mean the Red Squad? No need for derogatory terms. They are only doing their job. You said insignia, these white rectangles, you mean? But they're just white rectangles. They're not just white rectangles, they bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. But shouldn't I have a badge or something? And I check my pockets. You mean you don't have a badge? It was not on me when I woke up. Task gained? Report your badge missing. Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave, you can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence. I can't remember anything. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see you drank last night and the night before and that you are still drunk now, but I have seen officers go through much worse. If you need something for your headache, there's a general store nearby, but as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern. We don't get a task for the dead body? Can I can do that mid... Okay, I can do that mid-conversation. Great. What were we supposed to do again? Talk to the manager, then we go out back and take the body down. What if I told you... No, I'm not saying that. Let's go. Got my tasks to inspect the victim's body and interview the cafeteria manager, and I didn't lie to him. After you, officer, says Kim Kitsuragi. Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. You mean like... right now? Oh, not on his portrait? Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before. You want me to brief you? Yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling and Rex hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. Who was the caller? To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. And the RCM is? That's us, the Revachol Citizen Militia. We are police in this city. The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of, a self-organized peace corps of the occupied city in Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this. Let's just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. Secret task complete. Ask him to tell you about the case. We gained 10 experience. And he said, that's right. Those are done. Okay, we still have to think about the other ones. Would you say, can we go over the preliminary info again? A brief. Mega cool effort enough. Would you say this is a mysterious case? The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. What the... What's that about? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Then you're in luck, because we are in the midst of the major strike by the dock workers union, maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece not just of the industrial harbor, but the White Pines Corporation itself. Is this a strike then, or the first shots in a workers' coup? I expect the case itself to be less challenging than in navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its head, as it appears to have done in this case. Wait, so is this a strike or an attempted coup? Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you pass it. You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form. Okay, now I can choose how I'm standing towards the workers or the owners. So those are, I'm completely on the owner's side and against the workers, and otherwise. Also nationalism. Okay. What? I'm really, really smart. What? That's more than 20 seconds deciding on these. I don't think that it will do anyone favors if we grind them into pig's feet. Or do I take nationalism just to make my character a character and have something to to follow in his mind? No, I don't think grounding one or the other side into pig's feet will do any favors. I'm really, really smart. When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not, the shit will blow right in our faces. He makes a quick gesture towards his visage where the shit would blow. From an imaginary fan. Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? If we are from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise. What do you mean? You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia. Better still than imbecilic cop-off. Cop-off? The pissing competition. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on this. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41 and 57. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. You should tell me now, this seems relevant. Later, his voice is unflinching. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Actually, I have all I need for now. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even. I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? There's a sudden harsh edge on his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization. So what should I concentrate on? Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? Fine, we should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 21 o'clock. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. What's wrong with personal affairs? Not a fan, just a nature of lieutenancy. The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this. I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Really? The lieutenant gives you a look through as if performing triage. You look fine to me. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Clearly he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life. It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale. New task, call your station's Lazarus. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my cinema to call your station's Lazarus. Was there anything else you wanted? I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigations. We'll work better together if we have more rapport. That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigations, what do you want to know? You're wearing glasses, that's correct. Legendary failure in physical instrument. You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone. Just observing. I guess you don't need glasses then. Okay. I think I was asking for his glasses because I need them myself, but I'm not quite sure what happened here. Do we ask the racist question, or if it even is? I don't know. There's not enough information in this option. You don't look like other people around here. That's because I'm a half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother. But from my mother's side, I'm not an interesting topic. What is Seoul or Seoul? Maybe like the South Korean capital? It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, peninsulary. Okay, it's isolating itself, I'm getting it. State west of the Insulindian Insula. Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting, some would even say mysterious. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seoul light. I've never met either of my grandparents and I've never been to Seoul. He seems almost proud of these things. I'm a regular The place is Revachol, so it's Revacholier. Revacholier. What a word. Revacholier. The mix of French and English here is great. And I have no idea how to pronounce French words. I'm only trying my best, which is not good enough. Tell me a secret about yourself. Nope. Ask again. Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. But volition works. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. What's happening to me? Something the matter, detective? This guy's got authority off the charts. With just a flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall. So what can I do about it? Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. Silently scream for help. If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Empathy success. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. So we learned he has high authority. What else did we get here? End of 8-day debrief. After 22 o'clock. Didn't he say 21? And I have to call the Lazareth. Okay. Do you ever talk with yourself? You know when you're thinking. What do you mean? You know when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary, says conceptualization. And Esprit de Corps says, the lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case. I get it, you're one of those old school detectives, not respectfully. So what, that makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side. The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place, says Empathy. And conceptualization says, we all have our different mediums. His is written. That's all for now. You seem to be following me. Excuse me? Nothing, just an observation. You have a distinctive way of talking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. What do you mean by distinctive? I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. How's that? They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers. Oh, all of the 57th are people played by gamers, so they check the boxes. Of course. You're kidding me. Why containers? I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on. Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up. So, nothing else. And we talked to him for almost an hour. Not of our time, but of in-game time. So in-game time goes about 3 times faster than normal time, I assume. We still can't go through there. Let's check buttons. Jay's journal, of course. Can I... Let's see if I can call my Lazarus. Lazarus and stuff from his thing. Yes, we can go outside. That's good to know. I have to report my badge missing and call the Lazarus. From his... Can we move around? No. We can zoom out. So there's stuff over there. I think... Will this card scroll? Yes, the card will scroll. Okay, so we're going here. This is his car. Quotes on quotes car. A heap of snow mats in this wheelbarrow. Oh, wait. Can't I... Don't I have to talk to myself or something? How did this work? Wasn't there one of those I did do? Whatever. Let's go to the car.